Yo guys, what's going on? It's me, Kelvin, and today we're going to be talking about xaku. Now, xaku is actually a really good frame now that now that it's been buffed anyway. Xaku is actually really good, and I've actually recently been playing with it because I kind of been bored, to be honest, with warframe. I'm going to do a completely different video about that, but she is actually really good. Now, obviously here, neither he or nor she, so I'm just going to record them probably he or she just randomly. It just depends on how I feel, so if you get confused, just don't matter because they're different anyway. So with xaku, what I like about him is that every single ability is useful. So you got Zata's Whisper, which will avoid damage for all attacks from equipped weapons or when activated. So you get some void damage on here. We also do have two builds for xaku. We have a helmet build, what is on my config A, and we also do have this one for no helmet build. Next is the Grasp of Loke, and this is actually really good now because now you can recast it if there's more enemies, and this does a lot of damage with this build, so this is actually a really good one to have. The Lost, I always just use the Gaze for defense reduction. That's only really the one that I use. I don't really use the Accuse or the Deny, to be honest, but if you want to use that, you can use that. And the Vast Ultimate on time. So this is actually really good now because when you use this ability, while you're in this ability, every single one of your abilities is paused in like duration. The duration is paused. It could still be used, it's still being used, but the duration of it is paused. So that's why you see here I've only got 170% duration, because you don't really need to build for duration, as you always want to have this on because of the dodge chance of that 75% dodge chance. So you always want to have this on because it just basically makes you harder to kill. So that when you have this on as well, every single one of these abilities is paused. So this is actually really good, and again it is the timer that is paused, not the actual ability. So you can be using like all these abilities and the timer is going to be basically non-stop, and you also can recast this as well, and the duration of this is 29.37 seconds, so say like 30 seconds. So basically when you have this on, you have 30 seconds that all these abilities can be used, and then you can just obviously recast it really quick by just double tapping the ability. So the build that we have is we have Vitality for health, kind of simple there. We have Adaptation here for that damage reduction, nice to have. Transit Fortitude for the strength. Now the reason why we Transit Fortitude is because we don't really need duration, so that's why we went with this one. We went Prime Continuity so we don't go negative duration. That's the only reason why we went with Prime Continuity. We got Stretch on here for the range, and we also have Augur Reach on the range. We have Umbral Intensify for more strength, and we have Hunter Adrenaline so we can get energy back. Now the reason why we've got Hunter Adrenaline is so that we can keep getting that energy back really easy because we don't have any efficiency mods. Now you can use whatever mod that you want on here for like Streamline or whatever, but I like to have Hunter Adrenaline on here because then I can just get my energy back and still keep recasting them, and it is very nice. We also got Arcane Guardian and Arcane Fury. You could swap Arcane Guardian for Arcane Energize if you want to, but it's just personal preference. Same with Enemy Radar, personal preference. Melee weapon that we're using, Chromium Prime. I use this build literally all the time, so we've got Condition Overload on here for tons of damage. We've got Prime Reach on here for the range, Virulent Scourge for the Toxin and status chance, Berserker on here for the attack speed, Blood Rush on here for that crit chance. We have Healing Return on here for the healing, what is very nice to have. Weeping Wounds on here for the status chance, and Vicious Frost for that cold and status chance to get viral. So yeah, that's basically the first build. Now the second xaku build that we have is the helmet build. Now it is literally basically the exact same, but instead of his first ability is Zata's Whisper, we have Shooting Gallery. Now this is actually a really fun one to use because you're not taking as much damage, and you're going to steal the weapons, and you are going to basically crowd control them, so they're not going to be shooting you. You've got your Vast on time, so you're going to be, all the abilities are going to be paused except for the Shooting Gallery. All the abilities from Helmet aren't paused, so it's only going to be these two abilities that are paused. So that's one thing that you do want to look out for, is that only these two will be paused, not the Shooting Gallery. But yeah, that's basically it guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe, it'd be very much appreciated. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.